Wow. I guess it was a little bit too low. You like glitched to the ground. This car is awesome. Today, we're gonna change it up a little bit. Instead of building another muscle car, we're gonna build a lowrider. And we're gonna be using this car right here. Bolt Chapman. This car looks like shit. That really doesn't matter at the moment, because we're gonna fix this thing up to make it look nice. The frame of the car actually isn't in too bad of condition. Clean up the interior real quick. Wow. It's just the body panels and stuff. The frame is in good shape. Ooh. Okay, take that back. Looks like it's a little bit dented. Just a bit. We'll buff that out with the welder, because that's possible. That thing's really wavy. Jeez. Let's take off all the body panels on this thing. See if we can fix it. This car is actually a 3-star. So I was expecting it to be in pretty good shape, which it is. Yeah, all the body panels are at like 50%. I mean, the one door, that one door is at 18. But other than that, this car is in really good shape. We're just gonna pretend like that door never existed. You know, everybody makes mistakes. One thing I forgot to take out is the headlight and the grill. Does this come off? Bumper come off? Okay, apparently the headlights just come out and that's it. That's weird. Go see about the taillights. Did I take those out? Yes, I did. Trunk. Solid. We were able to save the bumper, and I believe both of these doors were salvageable. Maybe not. Maybe not. Whatever, that's fine. Front bumper? Perfect. Alright, let's go pick up the rest of the items for this car. Okay, we were missing about like half the items. That's fine. That is fine. I wanted to change it up because I've been doing a bunch of Ford cars. Like everything I've built in the past few weeks has been Ford. I don't know what this is. I don't know what Bolt is. It's an actual in-game car. It's not from the I need to buy new license plates, man. I do not want Alabama or the Maryland license plates. This is actually an in-car game. It's not from the workshop. Tennessee, Texas truck, standard plate, New Jersey, Garden State. That was not supposed to rhyme. Man. You know, we're just gonna go with the Australia Central. We're just gonna buy a shitload of these. That's fine. Yeah, so I wanted to go with a different type of car this time around. Just to spice it up. I forgot to buy taillights. Never mind, I forgot to buy one taillight. That is the right side taillight. But there's supposed to be an update in a few days. It's going to bring some new cars into the game. For a DLC, so I'm excited for that. But till then, I'm just going to keep on building these cars. So I think having a lowrider will definitely be a nice addition to my garage. They're just having muscle car. America! Still looks stupid. Still looks like an old car. But we're gonna fix up that roof. That roof was wavy. Damn, I picked a really bad angle to stand. You couldn't even really see the waves going away. I'm an idiot. My bad. That's a big ass trunk, dude. These vehicles in the 70s, man. They just had so much room in them. Actually a pretty decent motor in it too. What's our motor options look like? Could put a Ford. Is Bolt Ford? Is that Bolt might be Ford. Bolt Chapman. I'm gonna go check something. Okay, Salim is Ford in this game. But Bolt is Chevy. So why would you put a Ford engine in a Chevy? That is a questionable option. Ford Cobra Jet. That sounds cool. I'm gonna look how much horsepower that thing has. That looks cool. I don't think I've ever built a I haven't built too many of these Ford engines. I always go with either the Where are they? Go with these engines mostly because they all make really good horsepower. Or I go with the OHV standard one. So I might go with the Ford Cobra Jet even though it's a Chevy. It comes with 370 horsepower as a baseline. So we can easily get that up to 500. We might just have to do some painting. I don't know why Ford did this whole thing. They painted all their engine blocks blue back then. Okay, let's get this engine out. I do want to sell this engine just to get some money back. I know we do have a decent amount in the bank account right now, but there is a car that I want to get from the workshop that costs $2 million. So I'm saving up a bit here. One rusty bolt, and then we can drop this thing. There we go. Oh, one more. Alright, we do need to take off these exhaust pipes right here to free up the engine before we yank it out. I think the engine's free now. Let me just drain the oil. Perfect, I guess. This engine does look like it's in good shape, except that valve cover. The one thing that's scary about getting these cars that are in like 3-star shape is normally there's one thing about the engine that's not good. So it could be the valve cover, or it could be one of the pistons or piston rings. So you could have to do a full block breakdown anyway. It's not even worth running them like that. May as well just rebuild them or put a new engine in it. See how much we get for this engine. $2.5 grand. Not bad at all. Alright, let's start to get to work on... I want to go with suspension first. Honestly, the suspension doesn't look that bad in this car. So I think I'm just going to tear that out. Front wheels are... Oh, I was trying to go down. Alright. The suspension doesn't look that bad, so we shouldn't run into too many rusted bolts. What got me to do this car is that I saw it when I was scrolling through the workshop. And I was thinking, why do they never have any DLCs that pertain to like a certain area of car enthusiast? Like they had a drag racing one, which was good. It's a good start. But they never really did like a lowrider DLC or like an off-road DLC, a rally DLC. I think that should be their next move. Instead of doing like Ford, Chevy, even though that's good, a drifting DLC would kill in this game. At least in my opinion. And then add some tracks too. I think having a few race tracks, people make them in the workshop, but having like, for people on console, I don't think the workshop's available on console for this game. So for them to give them maps that they can actually go off-roading on would be amazing. There's just so many areas that they can expand into. Even like something like diesel trucks, like small diesel trucks or semis. There's so much room to grow for this game. So that's how this whole idea came about, was seeing this lowrider, and it just got me thinking about why the developers don't add more of these kind of like niche car communities into the games, like lowriders, people who like to go off-roading, things like that, instead of just targeting one brand of car each time. Even though I think they should continue doing that also, if that's possible. I'm still salty about that Ford DLC. They just reused all the cars from Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. But it did say remastered on there. So I'm an idiot. But still, the fact that you were waiting for a DLC and they give us something that's not even really new sucked. So hopefully this time around, give us like a drifting DLC. Change up the mechanics for the drift cars. Give us tunable ability for the drift cars so we can make them better at sliding. Things like that. Lowriders, we're doing suspension right now, and suspension is always, at least for me, one of the most boring parts. It's always the same. There's a few different types of variations, but that's really it. Imagine if this thing had hydraulics and stuff on it. You're able to hook up the lines, choose what kind of hydraulics you want, how high you want it to go. Okay, I changed my mind a little bit here. As I was fixing all the suspension parts, I was thinking, lowriders don't normally make that much power. So putting an engine in here that's with a few performance parts gonna hit probably like 500 horsepower wouldn't be that good of an idea. So this engine makes 260. I think aiming below 200 would be, not below 200, below 300, sorry, would be a good idea. So I think the Ford Cobra Jet's just gonna roast the tires off as soon as you try to move. Never thought picking an engine would be so difficult. Stock horsepower. See, now we should have kept that engine. I really needed it. Okay, I guess we're gonna go with the 1 carb or the 2 carb OHV. That'll be fine. Whatever. I know the 2 carb probably has more horsepower, or it does have more horsepower, but we're just gonna look, see how big the difference is. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go with just the 1 carb. It's below 300, which is good. We'll start building this up. I'm not gonna have any parts for it because I'm an idiot. Yeah, we're not gonna put anything performance on this engine because I do want to put white wall tires on this. I'm gonna say if I put any noticeable amount of horsepower, like 350 or more, and then put white wall tires on, the wheels are just gonna spin out. I'd rather not do that. One thing I hate about these engines though is that I have to place each... Oh, that's why it's not showing up. I need to put a cam in here. One thing I hate about them is you have to place each valve rod in separately on each side of the engine. So I'm gonna be here for a while. Oh, and same thing with the rockers. Then I gotta do the other side. Let me just finish up this side. Standard spark plugs in it. Manifold. All basic stuff. But these engines just get repetitive building them over and over again. That's alright. So, if it means staying on the road, I'm fine with it. Okay, I guess we're putting a performance fuel filter on it. Hopefully that doesn't cause us to spin out. We should be fine though. Ooh, I do definitely have a non-performance one of these. Go search for that. And there it is. I only have one. I have a rotor. Not a performance rotor. Yes, I do. Cap. We gotta do these little clips. When I first started playing this game, I used to forget about these clips every time I built an engine. It was so frustrating to keep on, go to sell it and then search around saying that you're missing something or the car's incomplete. This game was so much fun in the beginning because you got to learn all these cars and all these engines and all that. But man, there was definitely some moments where I was so mad. Man, I gotta stop doing that. Every time I'm like, I'm not gonna put any performance parts on this. I'm not gonna put any performance parts on this. And then I find out that I don't have the normal parts, so I get lazy and I'm just like, 1%? That's not gonna make that big of a deal. But then I do it on like multiple parts. So now this car or this engine's probably gonna be making somewhere in the 300s. But it's alright. 200 is a bad base to build off of. Or whatever this is, 290. It's not good enough to make any serious horsepower. But it's just such a bad habit that I have where I just get slightly lazy and add on performance parts rather than taking a step back. Now we're actually done. Right? Wrong. Forgot one more piece. Whatever. There she is, all complete. So what I did performance on it, because I'm lazy, the fuel filter, I think a clutch plate. I think maybe even the flywheel, so that's 0.5 and like 0.9. And then I don't know what the fuel filter is, so it's a little bit more power. Okay, the engine's gonna be the last thing that we put in, so let's bring this engine hoist over here just to prepare. I don't know why I put it back. And we're gonna get to reinstalling this. We're gonna get to reinstalling the suspension, which is always so much fun. This car is literally perfect to be a lowrider. It has a huge trunk so you can fit the hydraulics into it. It's just amazing. I can't wait to show you guys the livery. I only have one normal normal one. Alright, we'll put like 1.5 on there. On the front and the back uses drums. That's not too bad. I wonder if you put like a 4% in the front when you brake, in terms of the cal or the discs. If you brake, would it pull to the? I think it's the right. No, it's the left side. So if you put a 4% on the left side and then a 1.5 on the right, would it pull more to the left when you braked? I should definitely try that one of these days. Alright, there's a suspension all done. Just drop the engine in, and then we gotta get a trans in there. Where did I get this engine from? It's all random, so I probably pulled it from a car. Alright. That doesn't look too bad. Let's go throw the trans on. And we'll pick out rims. You gotta pick out rims, paint job, and we still got a lot to do. I don't know why I just bought that. I have 4 of them, apparently. I'm an idiot. I keep on thinking that we're doing an engine swap on this. I need to get a different transmission for it, but we're legitimately using the same engine that came out of it. The same type of engine. Now that that's all taken care of, engines in there. We just placed all this stuff in there, the reservoir. I think we should go paint it before we pick out rims. Now I get to show you this paint job that I picked out. There we go. That looks sick. Is there any more? It's just that one. It's just that one. Oof. The black kind of hides a lot of the blue. It's more of a white, but even white doesn't look that bad. See, the thing about this is you're gonna either have to do black or white, really. Then if you do any other color, it's just gonna look weird. I mean, green doesn't look that weird, honestly. That was just a lucky one. The blue looks weird, purple looks weird. Red looks weird. I think it's because the blue's in there too, but green doesn't look that bad. But I'm gonna go with more of a gray. Definitely like the gray better. Gotta pick out which one I want. Like that, it's like a silverish. That's cool. Let's go pick out some rims. The rims are definitely gonna bring this thing together. I'm doing the interior right now, and honestly, I'm tempted to do this like little chain link steering wheel. I think this fits the best with this car. If you guys ever play GTA, they have that option too when you customize the interior. Cool. I wish that's another thing. There's so many things that they can add to this game. There's so many. So many possibilities when you yank out the steering wheel. There we go. There's a little bit of customization on the inside, I guess. Obviously, we're gonna tint this thing dark. Yeah, let's go 90 or 85. Let's go 85 on it. Getting closer. See, now this car looks way better than before. Now we have the job of finding a good rim that goes with this. These, I don't know if they're spoked rims or what you would call them. They'll go nice with it. I do want to possibly find something a little bit different. Maybe these? No, it's not that different. But what size? Lowriders always have the really small rims. 13, maybe we'll go 14. I don't want this thing to look weird though. This isn't a full card pack, so I still have to do some things to make it look nice. Now in terms of white walls, I'm a big fan of these ones where it's just the inner tire that's done. So we're gonna go 14s. I think 255s would be enough all around. Okay, let me go put all these tires together and we'll see. Not bad, man. Not bad. Maybe we should have went with a little bit more white wall, maybe like into the middle, but honestly, still looks really good in my opinion. I wish you could fog out the taillights too. Fog the taillights and the headlights. See, this is the perfect car to be a lowrider, man. Perfect. Oh man, alright, let's go take this thing out for a drive. Oh yeah, dude. Why is my back axle looks like it shifts with it? That's weird. A little bit of body roll. But tires aren't bad. Maybe it's the white walls tires that cause a little bit of the, kind of feels like are gliding at times. And for the people wondering, I did dyno it, just in case, if anybody is wondering. And, well, wow. That's some real power right there. So yeah, definitely not a good power increase there, but that's good for us. That means that I didn't add any more power to this engine, or any more real power, which is good. This thing sounds so loud. Jeez. Handle's pretty good. Let's see on this corner. Handle's pretty bad. Okay, turning is not its forte. It's made to look good going in a straight line. Oh man, just I wish there was hydraulics. Being able to bounce in this game would be so dope. Oh, understeer for days. Yeah, there's no point of adding more horsepower to this car. We would just be understeering everywhere. It does look good, I will say that. See, and then if they add maps in this game with DLCs and stuff, this game would be amazing. They definitely have the base to build something great in this. I gotta slow down for these turns. Oh, I didn't expect it to be another turn. It kept it. Understeer. Are you serious? We bottomed out. We bottomed out. I'm actually stuck. No way. Wow. I guess it was a little bit too low. We like glitched to the ground. This car is awesome. Ultimately, I really don't think this is that bad of a car. Definitely one that I would never think about building in this game. But it did a great job. Or in terms of the way it looks, I know it definitely doesn't perform very well. So that's all for this video. If you guys enjoyed and you want to see more Car Mechanic Simulator, you could check out the next video where I build an old Ford tow truck for the shop.